Hey guys, Chris the Ultimate Recycler here. We're back in the storeroom at the shop. I'm going to try and finish this shelf today. We have boxes of vintage electrical treasure to discover. So we'll unpack all this stuff in on the counter. We'll go through it pretty quickly. I want to get this finished so that we can move this shelf. We have more car manuals behind in that cupboard, and then we'll get back onto some of this. But yeah, need to get this out of here. Now there's a few reasons why I want to get this stuff done quickly, because I've got some electrical stuff to go on eBay. I've got some people waiting for more of it, and I want to get to that cupboard where the car manuals are because I've got people waiting for them. Okay, I'll move the camera forward. Let's dive in. Okay, we'll try and get through this pretty quickly. We have Wilco. Is that a switch? Wilco did make electrical items. No, it's a plug. I think it's new old stock. That might sell. Well, it should do. Lots of little boxes of stuff in here. This feels, one switch. But I do have more of these new old stock switches, so if I can gather them all together, I'll get a better eBay listing, or someone might like to buy them in bulk. We had one of these spark plugs the other day. I'm not sure what they suit. Perhaps they're an igniter for a gas something or other, because they're like a spark plug. The tin makes them pretty cool. I think I just put $10 on the last one. Okay, what's in this box? Looks like we have some maybe conduit fittings. Oh, these are large industrial indicator lights. They're pretty cool. I reckon they'll sell well. I don't know that they're all new stock. There's about 5 in there. I'll check them out later. Our job at the moment is just to go through everything quickly and have a look. Oh, nice. I like finding original Bakelite switches still in their plastic. They will sell quite well on eBay. I may be thinking, maybe $5 or $10 each. They're only small, maybe 5 each in the shop, but I'll probably run them through eBay. I'm getting more enthused about eBay now that they don't charge fees. I mean, they charge the buyer, but it doesn't come out of my account. Oh, we've got some more of those somewhere. That's for some sort of underbench lighting. They take little fluoro type tubes. I've got a group of them in the shop. I'll just add that to it. Now that looks like a caravan input. Is it? How does that open? There we go. Yeah, I think that's what they use those for. Clearly secondhand. Probably not much value there. Goodness, what's in here? A large brass tap. Well, there's some refrigeration stuff in here as well. I think that'll sell for better as a tap than just scrap brass. A little box here. Oh, these are nice. Cast lugs. These are heavy duty electrical connections. They're brass, I think. Yeah, look at that. Nice brass. Actually, the nut's brass. The metal on the rest of it's really got a pinkish tinge. I don't think it's copper. It might be what they call phosphorus brass or phosphorus copper, something like that. Either way, it's worth quite a bit of scrap, but they're going to be worth much more as the actual objects. Utilux cast lug. They'll probably be an eBay item, I think. Another box here. I do like the new old stock stuff. This was $1.50. Oh, it's a little cast iron junction box. Oh no, it's a power outlet. Okay, well that's definitely new as well. Not sure if they're going to have much of a market. More industrial, I would have thought. And everything's plastic these days. I don't know if they'll use metal ones. Okay, what's in this one? It's Roco, which again is electrical. Here we have a junction box, is it? Or a larger switch? Oh yeah, that's a nice one. A large industrial switch. Beautiful. That's extremely satisfying. I could do this all day. Okay, that will have a fairly good market, I will think. Now down here, something else in a box. The box isn't much good. Push button start stop. So this is a sort of item you would find on some industrial machines. Yeah, there we go. Red for stop, green for start. Takes metal conduit, or probably plastic, but it's threaded for conduit to go into it. That's a nice switch. That should sell. Okay, it looks like I've got a lot of second-hand bits in here. Oh, there's some oxyacetylene gauges. Big heavy brass, quite steampunky. Looks like the hose had perished and the remainder's still on there, so they're clearly second-hand. I'm not sure if that's going to have a lot of value as it is. I mean, it would sell as a steampunk item. The brass, well, it probably weighs a couple of kilos, so there's maybe just under $20 for scrap. I think I'd get at least $20 for it just as it is, so we'll probably just sell that in the shop. Alrighto, what's this? It looks like we have some sort of mechanically operated switch. That's obviously second-hand. Not sure about that. We might take the cover on and have a look. It's probably got might be a relay. Don't know. It might be at least $5. Yeah, very second-handy stuff in here now. We have a start-stop switch. And it's just a momentary contact on those. You've got to hold it in to make contact, and that one's hold in to release. So that must work in conjunction with a relay or something. Speaking of relays, now we have a couple of, oh, they've got mechanical gearing inside. I don't think it's a relay. That's some sort of indicator, power meter. I'll have to Google to see what that is. Siemens, made in Germany, and it doesn't actually say what it is. Again, possibly steampunky type stuff. There's a nice outdoor switch. Manual, off and auto. So 2-position switch. Hey, what on earth is this? Looks like some sort of solenoid, but there's no wiring going to it. Looks like it's brass. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It might be just scrap metal. Here's another large switch block. Forward, off and reverse. So a large machine switch. That's Bakelite, so that will sell quite well. Another control box here of some description. Looks like a timer. And I think that's second-hand, but you can't really tell. Some of them were in the shop for a long, long time. This big thing I've been working around. What on earth is this? Oh, it's a control switch panel. That's just a light. Danfoss was the same company that made those gadgets we had in a recent box. Thermal expansion valves, which I've decided I'll probably scrap. I don't think a lot of them were used, and I don't know what to do with this either. I think this probably bolted up to it's not a hot water system. I'm not sure, but I think it's obviously second-hand. So we might just scrap that out and see if we can find any value in it for copper and brass. Last few boxes in here. This looks unopened. Can't read the label. So it does look new. Or is it? I think that's just a push button switch. Oh, all the rubber that went over the switch has perished. Yeah, need to do some research on that one. It looks like we might have another one exactly the same. Oh, there we go. That's what it is, if you can work that out. And one more little box in here and a plastic bag with some fuses or something in. What's in this one? It's quite heavy. Oh, another one of these. Another Roco power outlet. So they're good. I like them when they're new and in their original boxes. That's all for this box. We'll get the next one. Okay, that last box took a bit longer than I expected, so I want to whip through these pretty quickly. Oh, here we have some more lights, new in box, sort of 80s era, I would say. Are they the same brand? What were the other ones? They were Kempthorne, I think. These are still stapled up, so they're brand new. That's what they are, the old caravan light. Looks like they're, oh, they are a Kempthorne. Kempthorne? Kempthorne, okay. Always have trouble saying that or remembering how to say it. So there's two of them still stapled up, brand new. They'll just be $10. I'll go with the other ones. I still haven't sold them, so they can't be that cheap. Right, we should get through this pretty quick because it looks to be just a whole heap of second-hand switches from PowerPoints and things. They're possibly still quite usable, but they are all second-hand. Well, they look it anyway. And I do have some new old stock of these ones. I'll have to work out what to do with them. It might be like $1 a pick or something. I'm not sure. I could do a bulk lot on eBay. Same with these flush plates, random switches. This was obviously the guy's spot where he just chucked second-hand switches because they might be useful one day. We all know that story, don't we? but most of them seem like they'd still work fine. So not going to be much value in that really. What's in this bag? Hessian bag. And we have, oh, these are power outlet power outlet covers. But that's all they appear to be, is just the top part. I think they're new, but they're just a bit dusty. The trouble is the Hessian bag wasn't going to stop the dust getting on them. Probably creates its own dust. But that's what they are, and they do look new. So again, not much value. I might be able to sell them in lots of half a dozen on eBay or something. They probably need to be dusted somehow. More second-hand switch covers. Oh, there's a couple of new ones here, still in their original packets. I've got some of those in the shop already. Some porcelain light fittings or lamp holders, I guess you'd call them. Now that's same as some of the other ones we found in the other box the other day that go in those great big enamel shades. So I'll keep them separate because I think I will have a pretty good sale for those. This one looks a bit different, might be incomplete. Some other random bits in the bottom of this box, junction box, little push button switch, a timber block. I've got a box of those somewhere. A couple of new old stock flush plates here with their hardware. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, we have a few plugs in here, which is, oh, there's another one of those. A few random plugs, which I do sell through the shop. And yeah, other bits and pieces. Oh, in this box we do have an oil can. That's a bit different. I'll probably get $10 for the oil can. And just various other parts in here. Oh, that's looks like they're part of a caster wheel. So just a lot of second-hand bits mostly in this box. Not much value to write down at all, really. Not that I'm writing down value on these. I'm just seeing what's in the boxes and working out how to sell it. A lot of it will probably be bulked up. Okay, next box. Okay, this one's pretty full, and we have just some random hardware. These are the, oops, I keep throwing things on the floor. These are the molded screws that go in the flush plates, and there was a special tool to suit them. In fact, that looks like it. Just a little, like a thumb wheel that presses on, a weird shaped socket. So I might put them with some of the units I sell. Now, what do we got here? Oh, we have brand new old stock Heckler electric iron element. So that go in a clothes iron? Looks like it does, yeah. It's mica. Obviously got a heating element inside that. Geez, I don't know if they're going to be saleable at all. Who fixes up old irons? There's a whole heap of them. Wonder if there's toaster elements in here too. Oh, that's hot point replacement element. Maybe that's, oh no, that's for an iron as well. But it looks like the mica's flaking a bit. Oh, this one will come apart. I think they're, oh, I don't know how they're supposed to stay together. Probably just with those brass strips. But you can see the heating element in there. It's like a fly wire, just a mesh of sorts. Oh no, it's got heating wire around a couple of long pieces of mica. All right, I don't know how we're going to sell those. I can't imagine there's a big demand for elements out of old irons. They hardly ever blow up, I don't think. Maybe they did back then. Special iron, these are all for irons. Right, well, don't know how we're going to sell those. Might have been more handy if there was toaster elements here. Okay, in here we have some micro switches from some sort of equipment. They look second-hand. Oh, we have a tray full of radio valves. So I've got a big stack of these at home. They all look used. There's a few random globes here as well. And even the red globes. What were the red ones for? Were they for photography dark rooms or for other uses? Not sure. And there's some more micro switches in this box. Oh, that's a nice old globe. In fact, I do have a use for that. in its original holder, but not very much value in that lot. Wow, we've got everything in this box, a real mixture. This is probably where I cleaned off a bench in the shed and I just scraped it all in. That's a cool PowerPoint. Look at the switches on that. Looks to be Bakelite. Looks like it's got shoulders. They work fine. It's a Clipsal. Secondhand probably. Some more plugs. That's a different one. I think that's a low voltage plug. I think these are just the little white caps that go in the holes where the screws go in. Yeah, just those little white push-in caps. Some nice old, that's a porcelain ceiling rose for hanging a lamp from with the wooden block. Some more wooden blocks, some more switches. Oh yeah, we have plenty of wooden blocks. And oh, in here we also have some more of these metal conduit joiners. And I'm going to try them on eBay because they actually might sell. People restoring old houses. It's a Roco power outlet with a switch on the back. Switch isn't working. It's kind of something you would see sticking up out of a floor or maybe from a ceiling. It's not wall mounted, but yeah, a bit different. Very secondhand though. All right, more flush plates and things in that one. Oh, even some insulator posts. And there's one insulator here. These are porcelain. They were for telegraph wires, all sorts of overhead wiring. I guess even the mains voltage on high voltage power lines uses insulators, a bit heavier than this. And there's the timber posts that they screw onto. There's a few of them. Not sure what we're going to do with those either. Another box with a few bits in here, a ceiling rose. More just parts, mostly secondhand. This box is quite heavy. What's in here? Oh, these are heating elements. Oh, thermal overload heaters. So I'm not sure what they went in, but they appear to be, well, I think they're new. The way they're packaged. Oh, there's more in boxes. So yeah, they're all original boxes in here. Thermal relay heater. I don't know what they were used for. I'll have to research those. They might be totally obsolescent and no one wants them. Probably a little bit of value in scrap. It looks like copper terminals each end, but the heating wire itself will be a nichrome. It's an alloy, a nickel chromium alloy designed to heat and not burn out. Don't know if it's got much value for scrap metal. There's a switch. Always like finding switches. Secondhand on its timber block. Just some PowerPoint spacers. Some more of these insulator posts. Two boxes at the bottom. This one is a box that's been posted. Oh, okay, it's just got a couple of tools in it. That looks like a copper pipe cutter. And that's a flaring tool, I think. Well, that actually might be very handy. Not that I do much copper pipe flaring these days. Yeah. But that's complete. That's got to be worth something. And one more box in here. Oh, it's not a box, it's just a lid. Okay. Next box looks like a mixture of much the same. A Westinghouse circuit breaker. New in box. Oh, yeah. Again, it's probably obsolete. Some more of these Utilux cast lugs, so that's good. And we have a box in here with, oh, it's got the old paper bank bags. What's it got in it? I don't know what these are. They're plastic Perhaps they're just markers to push into electrical fuse boxes or something. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them in here, but more interesting than what they are is the State Savings Bank paper money bags. That's pretty cool. There wouldn't be too many of those around, but all these bags have different plastic plugs with different numbers on them. These are number 3, the others were number 5. So I think they're like markers, or perhaps they indicate how many amps a fuse is and they push in or something. Google will tell me, but I don't think there's much value. That was the lid. Right, we have some things in boxes here. This looks like a timer. I think it's new in, looks to be new. Okay, it's like an electrical timer switch. Maybe it's not new because it's very discoloured around one side. And that's the thing with tradies. A lot of the old school guys always put second-hand parts back in the box where a new one came from. That's some sort of timer as well. Little box here with a what? A fuse, is it? Or some sort of controller. Specialised electrical stuff. Texas Instruments circuit breaker. Oh, this is much like the Westinghouse one we had. I thought Texas Instruments made calculators. There we go. Some connector blocks. That's cast aluminium. And these are relays, heavy duty relays. There's a cover off something that looks broken. A batten light globe fitting. This is all sorts of random stuff in here. That's a solenoid from something. Things have been removed from machinery and put in here, probably because the parts might be handy. And if you're in the trade, you do keep all this sort of stuff, but a lot of this will probably just be scrap, I think now. I think it's another relay of some sort. Oh, there's some little brass. Now, I don't know what they'd be called, but that's what you put under a screw and wrap the wire around, and it folds itself over the wire to make a secure connection. That's probably very poorly explained. Electrical spring connectors. Okay, they remind me of the springs out of clothes pegs. A little bit more serious though. Don't know if they're used anymore or not, but the box looks pretty cool. Secondhand switch that's not working. Now there's a big piece of metal here. Oh, this is nice. A large ammeter. Cast iron. That will clean up nicely. The needle's actually swinging in there, so it probably still works. That's a great piece of steampunk. I reckon that's going to be $30 or $40 cleaned up, so that's a nice piece. More decorative than anything else these days. A little box here that says a thermal relay. So that's going to be new old stock. Oh yeah, it's in there. It's new. But again, it's possibly obsolete. Push button switches there. Motor control switch. Part of a relay. There's a box here with, what's it say? Industrial pressure switch, it says on the end. Oh, well, that's clearly second-hand. It's all rusty. It's been put back in the box. So, that's no good. It's only going to be a scrap. The screw's missing. It's rusty. So, one was replaced. The old one got put in the box. So, there you go. Just like farmers, they did the same. And this one is something like another relay. That's it for this box. The other two will be very quick because there's not so much of a jumble in them. So we'll get this off the bench and get this job finished. So this box, I think it's just got more of these metal conduit fittings. These elbows, yeah. So they're inch size, black baked enamel. Well, I think they're enamel. Doesn't have a label on it. But it's the original box of elbows, and I'm going to try them on eBay. I'll let you know how I go. And, oh, we have a little tin box here. That's pretty cute. Been painted gold. Not sure what was in it, but it will sell. And there's another box here that looks like it was possibly a tobacco tin. It was. But it's either, I think it's been painted over and then it's gone rusty, so it's not worth cleaning up. And the rest of this is more of these elbows. I think these are a larger size. No, they look the same. So yeah, inch size elbows, we have quite a haul of them. Most of them look new, some are a little surface rusty. But I might sell them in lots of half dozen on eBay and just see if there's a demand for it, because I can do one listing and have multiple purchasing power, so they can buy 3 or 4 lots of 6 if people want them for a house restoration. Because if you're trying to do up an old place and you need this metal conduit stuff, where do you buy it? And the last box off the bottom of that shelf is a really cool old finger jointed, like a ammo box. It's got writing on it. What's it say? Dry Field Australia Primers. TNT lot 312. So it's an ammunition box. It possibly dates back to the war, maybe not quite, 40s or 50s. It has War Department there. Yeah, nice box. We'll probably get, oh, it's got a 1945 date on this side. So it does date back to the 40s. So that will sell well. I might go $20 or $30 on that, or it should wash up a bit better. Now we have more of these. Oh, this is a refrigeration pressure control. Danfoss one, but again, thank you, stingy tradie. He put the old one back in the box where the new one came from. I shouldn't say stingy tradie. If you're in the game, it's worthwhile keeping old stuff for parts. One box here, which says it's automatic control. Danfoss again, probably a second-hand item again. Oh, this looks new. Okay, there you go. A new water valve, Danfoss water valve. So that may have some value. There's a booklet in there as well. Very nice. There's a tin in here which are Dunlop patch. Oh, these are the ones that you light, the old patches. Oh, there's some in here. Great. We'll do one of these one day. I believe you can't buy them anymore because they're bad for the environment. Probably that's a given, really. But it's got the rubberized patch on the bottom, and it's the metal sort of tray, and in the top under that paper there's a highly volatile, like a gunpowder compact material, and you'd pick one end with a screwdriver to get a bit of a starting point. You would clamp this thing onto your tube that you had to repair the puncture on, and you'll see those old clamps around the traps, vulcanizer clamps. Then you light this, and it's really impressive. It burns across, it creates a beautiful, shouldn't say beautiful, great memories for me though of Dad fixing tubes at the farm. Gunpowder smell, lots of sparks, looks really impressive. It always amazed me why it didn't melt the tube completely underneath, but it vulcanizes the rubber over the hole and repairs the puncture. So there's 2 or 3 in here. The tin itself, it's actually not tin, it's plastic. Probably dates to the 70s, back when you could buy these things. But I won't sell that, I'll take them home and we'll have a play with them one day on camera. The only other thing in this box is a chain. Nice hook one end. Oh, it's been joined with a bolt, so that's going to be a bit of a weak link, as they say. And there's no hook on the other end. So we might just get $10 for the chain. Someone will use it just for the hook, probably. And that's it. That's all we've got. What a haul. We've emptied that shelf, though. That's exciting. There we go. Shelf's empty. I'm not going to move it now. You have to wait to next episode because we're going to open that cupboard and see what is in there. And then we'll probably start up the top. There's boxes of something else up the top. We'll get them down next episode. Pleased to get this shelf empty, but I do have to sort out all that stuff. No list in today's episode. If you are interested in buying anything, send me a message, send me an email. I worked through a few prices as I went through it, but we'll just work something out via messaging if you want something. Otherwise, a fair bit of it will probably go for scrap. There'll be a lot of bulk lots. Some of it I will save for eBay, and I will try that soon and let you know how that goes with those conduit fittings and that sort of stuff. And I've got some other stuff that I've put aside that we've been through in previous episodes. I think this is the last of the vintage electrical stuff, so now I can go through what I've put aside and actually sort it out. And there's been a couple of people waiting to see if I turn up more stuff. So Pleased to get this done. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.